So you want to be a Bell Guardian, but you don't know where to begin. You're having difficulty, you're dying a lot, perhaps you don't even know where to go. Well, I'm going to talk you through everything you need to know to dominate Belfry Luna. Just as importantly, I'm going to take you through all the steps you need to know to avoid moments like that, and moments like this, and any moment that makes you want to cry out in pain. No more. Firstly, how to join. What you need to do is you need to go from the servant quarters bonfire in Lost Bastille. You have to go down the ladder, use the Ferris lockstone on the door, and then make your way through the corridor here, where you meet this crazy munchkin, and he'll let you join the Covenant. I'll give you a quick tour of the area. It's very important to know the battleground you're going to be taking part in. It's quite perilous, full of different holes, floors, traps and monsters, and you want to make sure you know your way around before you tackle anyone here. So, what you got? You've got the ground floor, and then you've got a second floor which has one monster, and then you've got the third floor which has two monsters and the fog gate. I'll go back to that in a second. And then you've got the final floor, which is the top of the battle tower, up the very long ladder there, and there's a lot of enemies up there, and there's also a lever you need to pull. You pull the lever, it opens a fog gate, and that can take you through to the area boss. As a Bell Guardian, your main job is to kill people before they can do that, and you get summoned into their world, and you murder them, and you prevent them from getting out. Just make sure you know your way around before you do so. These guys hit hard, so if you're going to be the one who's going to be the host world and have other people invade you, make sure they're gone before you get invaded, or you're going to be in real trouble. When you get to the top of the bell tower, you'll find the lever here. And you'll find the fog gate here. The next important thing to take care of is to make sure you've got some good equipment ready for PvP. The rings I mainly used focus on poise. Having more poise for yourself and taking away the poise of your enemies. I also have the Chloranthy ring, which has a stamina increase, and of course I have the Bellkeeper's seal used to summon me into enemies' worlds. My souped up fire longsword is good for attacking enemies who only block physical damage with their shields, and the charm I use for casting miracles, but sorceries and pyromancies are also good for additional damage. I'm a big fan of the lightning spear miracle, and I use heal because you can't use Estus or life gems when invading. Speaking of which, when you invade, you'll see this and be taken right into someone else's world. My first thought when invading is to try to work out where the enemy is and if they have any friends with them. So I begin by going down the stairs here and trying to hunt him down. Now, people like to hide downstairs, especially on the ground floor, down the hole just over here, because this hole, that area, you can only get down by jumping down that hole. So people like to hide, wait and try to ambush, just as Drive Power is doing here. But he misses, and I make the most of trying to punish him for using up his stamina with his large swings. He nearly get damaged badly there, but I get out of the way, and out comes my chime, ready to use miracles, and bosh, out comes the lightning spear, and I mean, look, lightning spear speaks for itself. It's pretty powerful. It's got him. And here's the exit of the downstairs area, and just want to show you can't get in that way no matter how many times you jump. This time when I invade, Drive Power's waiting for me. There are a few points that people invade in the Belfry, and you can make advantage of that if you're the host. Now those barrels next to us, they're explosive barrels. If you hit them with a swing, they'll explode like that. And that can be used to advantage, but at the same time, you gotta watch out because one silly slip up and you killed yourself. Now I tried to make the most of attacking him while Estus is there, but I was a bit too slow. Despite that, hitting him when he tries to hit me does a lot of damage when he's not blocking. And here he makes the silly mistake of trying to Estus one more time, leaving him vulnerable to an attack, and the lightning spear yet again just dominates. If you don't want to worry about explosive barrels, just roll into them. This clip demonstrates that full damage can really be the difference between life and death. Whoopsie daisy. In this next clip, I make a few mistakes, but I'm going to talk through them and hopefully you won't make the same mistakes. Now when you invade as a grey invader. I mistook the white phantom over there, which is helping the host, as a grey phantom and thought I'll let him help me. Before long, my health is cut down to half and drops even more there when I fall. I don't have enough time to heal, and I can't use any healing items anyway. I need to get my miracle out, and I need to get it out well. Now, there's a door here. You can use it, and you can close it, but bear in mind they can smash their way through the door far quicker than opening and closing animations. And boom, they've got me. Hit me with a backstab, take me back down to half health, and my miracle didn't help. Now, I know I'm in a dangerous situation, so I tried to scare them. Tried to get away from them, get hit again, but luckily I'm not dead. My main aim now is to run out of here, but he blocks the doorway. There's no escape for me and my death is pretty much inevitable. This next clip starts out like any other clip. Looking at the monsters here, I can tell the host hasn't been upstairs yet, because if he had been, they would have moved or be dead. But there isn't a monster here, so I know he's definitely up to the first floor, and there is a chance he's in that area you've got to drop down into, because I can't see him downstairs. And he tries to get a jump at me, he is in there, and I can't get to him. He's throwing magic at me, he doesn't need to come out. And his magics, they're quite powerful. Now I've got the option to jump down or not, but I think, well, I've got my lightning spears, let's try to use them first of all. He's still throwing magic at me, he has no intention of leaving. My aim is to bait him out. That saves me from taking a risk of leaping down, and he'd be ready for me if I did. Now here's the pivotal moment. He's leapt out, he's coming after me, and I want to bait him upstairs. Because I know these monsters are still about, and I know that if he gets close enough to them, they'll start attacking him, making this a 3-on-1 fight instead of a 1v1 fight. And as luck would have it, the monster's twigged him, but the monster can't get him yet. So I tried to get him up further. I tried to bait him, he's not buying it, he's still got his magics. But now the monster does go around, and now the monster distracts him, and there we go, down a hole, onto the stairs, get the backstab, and he's almost dead, he's pretty much dead. He tries to make a getaway and he can't do it. It's over for him. Fall down holes like that and you can really turn the tide. Now don't forget, you don't have to be the one invading. If you wait around a little bit, you can be the host. And there's advantages to that in the sense that you can use your Estus and your healing items. My first aim as the host here is to work out where the Grey Spirit has invaded. So I make my way up the bell tower here to find him and work out a strategy. Now he's got a powered up weapon, but he's made a big mistake. He's come into my world with less than half health. And in doing so, being the invader, he can't heal in the traditional means through items. So it's my job to punish him and make the most of that. And I do so in a second here by utilising his lack of poise and my stone ring, which lowers enemies' poise. Now, poise is a stat that determines how many hits you can take before your guard breaks. And here I just keep pounding on his shield until eventually his guards break, and he's open and one hit finishes him off. Here I am as a host, and I'm trying to take out all of the minions in the bell tower before I get invaded. In doing so, I free up any potential of being double teamed or triple teamed, and having the tides really turned against me. And here I am, here I'm invaded. So yet again, I'm trying to make my way downstairs, and I found him. I know where he is, and I'm going to chase after him. Because he's going downstairs, and perhaps he's not aware of where I am. But then, a thought comes to mind. A thought saying, well, why don't I plunge attack him when he comes back upstairs. Make the most of the hole in the floor. So I wait around for a while, and before you know it, up he comes, and I can take the moment and catch him by surprise. Now, he hasn't taken up all his health, and he's pretty close though. He's almost dead. So I get out my miracles again and try to long range him. The lock-on goes funny there and I miss, so I give it another go. He's got his throwing daggers at me, and they're alright, but they're not that powerful, and even a splash damage there of the lightning spear finishes him off. Now, that fog gate is blocked up, it won't let me leave. That's a sign that someone's going to invade me, and there we are, I've been invaded. It's quite useful to use that downstairs fog gate as a symbol, just so you can be prepared. Now the invader, he's come up, and there's maybe a bit of lag going on there, I'm not entirely sure. Despite that, I hit him lots, I break his poise, but he manages to get away before I can finish him off, deal the final blow. I throw my lightning spear at him, but it misses, and he's going downstairs, and he's probably thinking about healing. It's too late though. Splash damage of lightning spear finishes him off. Here I am, invaded again, and my first aim, like always, is to work out where the invader is, so I can take the jump on him. Now his health bar for some reason flashes up, and it's a good indicator. I go chasing after him up these stairs, and there he is. He's on the ladder. I see him go up, and I might as well wait down here for him, because he has to come back down, and he has to come down via the ladder. It gives me quite a good vantage, and I can maybe attack him. But then another invader comes in, so I think, well, I'm here, I need to kill him and get this guy out of the way now before it becomes an issue and there's two of them killing me. So I get a nice attack swing on him, and oh, just boom, pyromancy hit me, backstab got me, and yeah, I'm dead very quickly. Never underestimate your opponents and always keep them in view. In this final clip, I'm an invader again, and the first thing I see is a white phantom, so I know that I'm dealing with two foes instead of just one. Now the main thing to remember is that all you need to do to win an invasion is to kill the host. So while I am indeed attacking the white phantom, because it'd be helpful if he's gone, he's not my main priority. My main priority is the host right there. So I'm backing away. I want to make most of my distance and my lightning spear that I really like to utilise in these sorts of situations. Unfortunately, Dark Souls can have a bad connection at times, and as you see here, this guy jumps behind me and he's got a backstab. Now that's unfortunate, and my health is low, so I'm getting out of there. I want to put distance between myself and them, so I can use my heal miracle. Like before, I use my door strategy. I run to the door and I close it, and I hope that gives me enough time to pop a miracle. In this case it does, because the other guy, he seems to be unaware that he can break down the door. He opens the door and I am trapped. This is a difficult situation to get out of. And you'll see here a laggy exchange happens where he attacks me and I couldn't block, and I attack him and he couldn't block. At the end of it, I'm kind of better off because the phantom's dead, but I'm on minimal health, so I dash all the way back up to the top of the bell tower, putting as much distance between myself and him as I can, and I use both of my miracles I have left. That gets me up to almost full health and a fighting chance to counterattack. Now I am in a tricky situation here because I have to come down the ladder. He knows it, and I missed him. He's hiding there. He ambushes me in a horrible way with a nasty pyromancy. I mean, look at that. That sucks. And now I can't heal anymore because I'm an invader and my miracles are out. Luckily, another person joins in. Now I make the most of this and I just keep out of the way, because even if I die, we can still win. But for me to get the reward, I have to stay alive. So as long as I keep out of the way, I can let the other Greybro finish him off, and he does. And it's a victory for us. I hope this has been a helpful crash course into Bellkeeper PvP, and I look forward to seeing you guys in Belfry Luna. Bye!